listen, knowledge itself is not power. Knowledge is potential power. But when knowledge is applied, it becomes powerful. I repeat what I've said. Knowledge itself is not power, because you might have heard people say knowledge is power. Knowledge itself is not power, but it is potential power. However, when you act on the knowledge, when you apply the knowledge, when you engage the knowledge and you turn it into execution, it becomes powerful. That is when, because power is the ability to cause a change. Knowledge will not cause a change until you apply the knowledge. And this you must understand. So that is how knowledge becomes power. When you exercise the knowledge, when you execute, implement the knowledge, that's when it becomes powerful. All right? But that's when it becomes power. So we must not forget that. It's important. Someone else, in our comments, I'm still reviewing the comments. Someone else said this way. For instance, a rich man can have power, but doesn't have authority to exercise the power. We've said authority is when you are in a position. Okay, power of money. Money is powerful. Money can make you to change things. Money can make you to change the circumstance of people, change your opinion. That is power. Okay, but I've said authority is when you have a legal right to exercise the power. That you are a rich man, okay, does not predispose that you have a legal right even to make people to shut up when you break down their houses. They can sue you to court. But if they choose to keep quiet because you will give them a huge compensation, he has exercised influence of power over you because you conceded to the power of money. When, for instance, a rich man tells you, maybe you are a married person, and please, I don't encourage this. I'm just using as an example. You're a married person. This rich guy comes and says, look, what are you doing with that white collar husband who cannot fend for you? Come and marry me, and I will give you all you want. And you left your white collar husband and you went to marry this extra rich man. The extra rich man was able to sway you, influence you, using power, raw power of money. Not because he has authority. Indeed, why do you know he doesn't have authority? Because if the white collar husband knows his right, he can sue you to court for not seeking proper divorce before going to marry another man. And you can be sued, even for bigamy. You can be sued to court. Okay, at least based on the legal law, of our statutory law. So I'm saying you must understand, because you have power does not necessarily mean you have authority. But if you have authority, necessarily you have power. Okay, authority vests upon you even some amount of influence and power. As long as you are in the office that vests the authority upon you, as long as you are wearing that uniform that represents the authority, you will have power, you have influence. But immediately you leave office or you put off the uniform, you may not have that authority anymore and you lose the power and the influence. So this is all that is all about. So that's amazing, amazing, amazing. But don't forget, the most important to leaders again and again is influence. When you have influence, you have power, not only to cause things to happen willingly in people, but you have power because you are able to sustain that change in them because they own the decision to change as their own. They don't see it as being forced. And so it's enduring. It's enduring. That's why leadership is all about influence. Because leadership is all about vision, which is long-term perception of a preferred future. And so you want to move people towards that preferred future, even though you have left the scene, even though you are not in office, you use influence. And influence is because you have helped them to change perception and they own the change process as their own. So it is sustainable. I hope we can get it clearly. That is it. So let's go to the next thing. I will I will start the next thing discussing the issue of